Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jeff at Lockdown Security, www.lockdownsecurity.ca. And today I'm bringing you a video on a 2017 BMW 440 Ci Grand Sport Coupe, I guess they call it. Basically four-door hatchback. So what we did on this vehicle today, so I'll go this way and I'll show you. We did a Thinkware U1000 4K dash camera. Now we've done videos on these before. This is the flagship Thinkware dash camera, 4K in the front, 2K in the rear. Purpose of today's video, a lot of our viewers are asking for more how-to videos. So I just want to kind of go through how to do a dash camera in this vehicle. And this video is going to be brief. It's not really going to be in depth. I just want to show you some of the tips and tricks. So how I do my dash cameras, I start off in the back. I figure out where I'm going to put my rear camera and how I'm going to run the cable. This particular vehicle poses a couple of challenges. Number one, it's a hatchback. Number two, it's got a third brake light that's LED, slim to the window. And you have to decide basically whether you want to run the cable around the brake light or over top of it. You can't run it under because it'll be seen when the customer steps on the brake. But basically I ran it over. I'm going to put some clips on there once I put the paneling back on. You'll see I've got this panel removed right now. This is all on clips. It's just on clips. If you provide a little bit of force prying it off, it'll come out. This panel also on clips. That little white dot, that's a clip. You just unclip that clip and this clip, pull it a little bit forward, and then through the rubber grommet is how you run the cable. So how do you run the cable? Well, the trick to running the cable through that, it's very difficult to pull the car side off. So really hard to get that one off, but that one on the hatch side is just rubber clipped. It's easy, you can just pull it out. If you spray some Windex on it for lubrication, it actually makes it easier. So what's the trick for getting it through? The trick is a zip tie. So we use, as you can see, it's not a fancy tool at all. It's just a long zip tie. This is a thick zip tie. It's got some strength to it. You spray it with Windex to lubricate it, and then you pull that cap down, you fish the zip tie through this way into the body. You got to pull the roof liner down. This just comes down. If you peel up this rubber, you can actually pull on the roof liner. You can gain access with your hand to the zip tie when it comes through. Then you use electrical tape, put the cable, the straight end of the cable. This particular vehicle, or this particular camera, I should say, has a straight end USB cable for the rear camera and an L end. The L-shaped end goes to the front. So what you do is you tape the straight end to the zip tie, and then you fish it back through, and then you fish it underneath this metal. As you'll see, it comes out there, and then it goes up top there, and then once you're done, you put the paneling back on. How you run it, you take the same zip tie, you fish it through the roof liner, pulling this rubber trim down, you can get the zip tie through, and then you put it over the airbag, like the airbag on the curtain is down here. You fish it on the roof side so it goes over, so it's not under, so the airbag can still deploy. And then basically you run it. You can even still use the same zip tie. You can run the zip tie through the A pillar, and then basically, or the B pillar, I guess you would call that, over to the A pillar. I don't know why these doors are all locked. At which point you get to the front. This trim comes down, the A pillar unclips. It doesn't unclip all the way because of the airbag clip. Again, you fish it on top of the airbag, through, across, and then you'll see the cable running down. There's the camera mounted on the passenger side. A lot of times we like to put it in the center, but there's an actual camera lens. I don't know if it's for collision avoidance, lane departure, or what it's for, but there is a camera right there. You have to face this down a little bit lower than the camera. It should be fine where it is, but obviously if we need to remove the camera, we will, but I don't believe we need to. The reason why this has to be lower than this is because this lens is wide angle. It'll see this if it's too high up. Power cable goes along the passenger side, basically same way, goes down there. And you have to extend it. I like to run it down the A pillar, down the floorboard. That panel unclips with a panel puller or pry tool, comes up. I run it down along the rear, under the seat. Basically, the back seats in this particular vehicle fold down, and eventually you terminate at the fuse box in the rear. So as you'll see, I've used added fuses right there. I've used the factory ground point right there. That's just a bolt. You scrape the paint underneath it, and then you can use the bolt to tie it down. Zip tie the cabling, and you'll see the cabling runs essentially that way. That pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna put this vehicle back together. Pretty hot and sweaty. It's hot today, my hair is a mess. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you could, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It goes a long way to help us make more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message here, or sales@lockdownsecurity.ca, or 1-866-824-4118. And sneak peek at our next video, which is a 2018 Freightliner Cascadia. Big rig, we're doing a remote start on it right now. We're doing a couple actually cool things with this. We're gonna be doing electric AC, triggered by the remote start. So stay tuned. We'll be getting that out shortly. And hope you enjoyed this video of the BMW. Thanks for watching.